Hi everyone. So today in this video we are going to learn about the activity 3.1 of the chapter synthetic fibers and plastics. So let us go for the activity here. So in this activity what you have to do, you have to take an iron stand. So you have to take an iron stand with a clamp. Okay. So this will be the clamp here. Take a cotton thread of 60 centimeter length. So you have to take cotton thread of 60 centimeter length. So tie it to the clamp so that it hangs freely from it as shown in the figure. So you have to take cotton thread. So here you are going to see a blue color thread, right? So that is the cotton thread and it is of length 60 centimeter. And to this you are going to hang a pan, or you are going to tie a pan to this, and you are going to hang it, or you are going to suspend in the air. Okay. After that what you have to do here, so in this pan you are going to add weight. So you are going to add weight, that means you are going to put something in it, just like the balance. Okay, so you have seen the balance, right? So in that way you have to tie the pan, and you are going to put the weight. You can add weights, so you are going to get the weights, or you can put some pebbles, marbles, or whatever the stones, small stones, you can put it. Okay, so you are going to add these weights until the pan, or the the until the thread is going to break. Okay, so here they gave the same thing. You are going to add weight one by one till the thread breaks, and you are going to note down the weight required to break the thread, and this weight indicates the strength of the fiber. That means here you have taken cotton, right? First you have taken cotton, so you are going to get the strength of that cotton. So let us say after putting 12 grams, the thread has been broken. Which thread it is, or which fiber it is? Cotton. So after putting some 12 grams of weight, the cotton thread has been broken. Okay, or the thread has been cut. So next you are going to repeat the same experiment by first you use the thread or fiber cotton. So now you are going to use wool. Thread should be made up of wool. Okay, so you are going to take wool, and again you are going to add weight. Same thing, weight, pebbles or marbles, any one you are going to use. So after putting 70 grams, the wool has been broken. Got it? So repeat the same activity by using silk and nylon also. And you are going to add weight to the silk thread. Then the silk is going to broke, let us say 50 grams. Okay. So all these are assumptions. Okay, not exact one. It may be more or it may be less also. Just to say that the capacity or the strength of the fiber, we are going to be doing this activity. Okay, for nylon let us say 100 gram. So by seeing the weight, or weight required to break the thread, we can say the strength of the fiber. So cotton is less strength, wool is also less. Compared to all these fibers, nylon is strong. Just to say that nylon is strong, we are going to have this activity. Okay, and they gave here, in place of weights you may use marbles, pebbles of same size. Okay, so let us go for next thing, polyester and acrylic. So polyester is another synthetic fiber, and it is made from fiber, does not get wrinkled easily. So have you seen in market, or sometimes you know the polyester clothes, so it remains crisp and is easy to wash. You can wash it easily. So it is quite suitable for making dress material. So you are going to see the people wearing polyester shirts and other dresses. So Mr. Terling is a polyester name, okay, and it is drawn into very fine fibers that can be woven like a any other yarn. Yarn is nothing but thread, okay. So my mother always buys PET bottles and PET jars for storing rice and sugar. I wonder what is PET. So PET jars are nothing but these are the, so here PET is nothing but polyethylene terephthalate, and we are going to see this used in making bottles, utensils, film wires and many other products in your houses. So you can make a list if you are interested. So next we'll go for polyester. Polyester is nothing but polyester. It is actually made up of repeating units of chemical called as ester. Poly means what? Many units of ester. Okay. So esters are nothing but what? These are the chemicals which give fruits their smell. So if you have seen banana in your home, after a few days you are going to see the ripened smell, or also the apple which is kept open, you're going to see some ripened smell, and that is because of the Easter only. Okay. So fabrics are sold by names like polycot, polywool, terrycot, etc. So these polyester fabrics are named like polycot, polywool, terrycot. The name itself says that they suggest these are made by mixing two types of fibers. So here polycot is nothing but polyester plus cotton. Polywool is nothing but polyester plus wool. Polycot, polyester and cotton. Okay. So we wear sweaters and use shawls, blankets in the winter. And these are actually not made from natural wool, though they appear like or resemble like wool. So have you seen your sweaters and shawls and few blankets? They look like they are made up of wool, but they are not actually wool. So they are prepared from another type of synthetic fiber called as what? Acrylic. Got it? So the wool is obtained from a natural source, you know it, right? And it is very expensive. How wool is obtained? By sheep, okay, yak, etc. They are going to use these. We are going to get the wool naturally from these animals, and it is also expensive. Whereas the clothes made from this acrylic, they are very cheap, and we are going to get these in variety of colors. Number of colors you are going to find these. So synthetic fibers are durable and affordable, which makes them more popular than natural fibers. So we can say natural fibers are expensive, and synthetic fibers are cheap when compared to natural fibers. And natural fibers are not much durable, and these synthetic fibers are much durable. That means they stay for longer time. However, you are going to use them. Okay. So next, so you have already performed an activity of burning natural and synthetic fibers. So in your previous class, you have performed an activity by using the natural fiber and the synthetic fiber. You are going to observe that synthetic fibers, you are finding that behavior is different from that of the natural fibers. Okay. So synthetic fibers on melt on heating. If you observe, if you burn nylon or if you burn any polyester cloth, what happens? You are going to see that they are going to melt upon heating. Okay, but these natural fibers, they are going to become into ash, okay, directly without melting. So this is actually a disadvantages of synthetic fibers. So if they melt, it means if we are going to wear that when heat is or when we burn accidentally, what happens? They are going to attach or stick to the body. If the clothes catch fire, it can be disastrous. The fabric melts and sticks to the body, and the person is who is wearing on it. Okay, who is wearing it. We should therefore not wear sensitive clothes while working in the kitchen or in the laboratory. Okay. So that's the reason why Mothers never wear polyester clothes while cooking in the kitchen. All the synthetic fibers are prepared by number of processes using raw materials of petroleum origin called petrochemicals. So all the synthetic fibers are processed by using the petroleum origin. So they are all petroleum origin and they are called as a petrochemical. So we learned that synthetic fibers are made from some chemical substances, right? And those chemicals are called as what? Petrochemicals. Why? Because they are the chemicals which are obtained from the petroleum origin. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. For more videos, please subscribe the channel.